Today we're getting back into homebrewing and I got a ton of new toys. But we're gonna see if they're trash or not. Now I haven't brewed in 5 months and truth be told, I threw that last batch of beer out. I haven't had any of my own homebrew since the San Diego days 7 months ago. I know, I'm getting all the comments letting me know I'm a poser and I'm a loser and I suffer from severe erectile dysfunction, and you know what? It's all true. But if Stella can get her groove back and Austin can get his mojo back, then I should be able to get my barrage back. And we're gonna brew my favorite homebrew recipe of all time. Delicious orange creamsicle IPA. I haven't made this in a couple of years. Throwback to being 30 pounds lighter, back before my double chin hit puberty. Except there's just one small problem. I don't know what any of this stuff does anymore. Like, what is this? I don't know. What about this? I just don't know. I feel like Chainsaw's Nightmare from summer school.
I don't know anything!
We got our new fermenter though. How's it look?
Chubby?
We also got a new system. This is my third or fourth electric system, and I have no clue how this works.
But he does.
This is the Braj Alias from Texas, who brews on the same exact system, and he's gonna lead the way. And here we got Gnome, a home brewer from Rhode Island who is here for emotional support. Clawhammer sells a lot of stuff, but their flagship system is this, going for $999. So set up that GoFundMe right now, or wait till the end of the video when I give my God's honest review on it. We got a lot going on today. We're fermenting under pressure, and this is the first time I've ever used a plastic fermenter as a serving tank. We're getting back into homebrewing, because this is it for me. This is my purpose in life. This is why Jaw hatched me from a barrage egg. This is that one thing in life Curly was talking about, finding that one thing and sticking with it.
You stick to that and everything else don't mean shit.
So hang around if you want to see the results on my favorite batch of beer of all time. We've got recipes, we've got systems, we've got fermenters to dissect. Let's light this fucking crowd candle. Now let's talk about the recipe first. I know I keep preaching to shop at the local homebrew store, but it's getting tougher and tougher. I typically brew this style with White Labs London Fog, but there's no liquid yeast here. This place has the bare bones for yeast. Safe Ale 04 and 05. You want a drier beer, go 05. You want a sweeter beer, go 04. And since we're trying to get that Orange Julius vibe, it's 04 today. Another thing we are not going to be using today is that delicious Madagascar vanilla bean. Anybody remember when these things were insanely expensive around 4 or 5 years ago? Something to do with Cuba or Russia or Canada or Mexico. I don't know. I don't think anybody knows, but we do have our sweet candied orange peel for Flame Out. And what's this? Nose nachos? Adderall? Boner steroids? No, this is lactose, also known as milk sugar, that's going to give us that milkshake vibe. But never use more than 1/4 pound per 5-gallon batch or you're going to be pulling a Finch. As for the water, we're just going to start with 7 gallons of drinking water. Pour it all in today for the strike and mash. No sparge today. A big shout out to my barrage Kyle from Clawhammer for hooking me up with this new mill. Owning a mill will complete your brew house. There it is, man. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, bud.
You're the man, dude.
Huh? It's got 3 speeds.
But what about the damn brew day? Let's get that brewing bug back. And if homebrewing had a theme song, it would sound like this. And you know the drill. After you mash, throw all of your spent grains into your neighbor's yard. Bring to a boil, set it for 1 hour and time to recharge the human battery. At Flame Out, toss in 1 ounce of Galaxy or whatever bittering hop you use for hazy, Simcoe, Mosaic, live your life. Then your orange peel, then your lactose, and stir it for a few minutes and let everything isomerize. This is where it's going to get interesting though, and do not try this at home. I do not have a garden hose yet, so I got to chill it another way. Gonna fill up the sink with ice cold water water. And if you do it this way, make sure it's got some support underneath it. Put a couple 2x. Yes, the heating element and electricity are submerged, but it is unplugged. Again, do not do it this way. I'm setting up a GoFundMe for a garden hose tomorrow so I can use my plate chiller. The faster you stir, the faster it will cool down, just like chicken noodle soup. Have one barrage stir while the other barrage is setting up the anvil chubby and sanitizing everything. And then transfer it into your carboy, pitch your yeast. And if you watch my channel, you know I'm a huge fan of these sous vide grade magnets for dry hopping without oxygen. Usually I pull the magnet once there's no more activity in the airlock, but since we're fermenting under pressure, I'm just gonna pull it after day 2. Take your ink bird and tape it to the outside of your fermenter if you don't have a thermal well. Any questions, post them in the comment section below. And the entire recipe will be in the description of the video. It's time to check out downtown Knoxville, Tennessee.
We have fermentation!
All right, today's been a great day so far. I got my short rib in. I went to one of those places where everybody wears masks and everything is 3 times the price. We're eating good, we're drinking good. As far as the anvil chubby goes, I'm not ready to give a full review yet, but so far so good. It does take up a lot of space in the fermenter, but the floating dip tube is working out awesome so far. Got a good pour right here, but I want to see if it's easy to clean and stuff like that. As far as the recipe goes, it's good. It's not great. I think I cut way too many corners. You can go without the vanilla bean, but I highly recommend using the London Fog or something comparable. Definitely undercarbonated though. It needs another day or two at 12 psi. I'm not going to force carbonate a plastic fermenter. You do that. Let me know how it is. Now, as far as the claw hammer system goes, it's great. There is some slight assembly required up front, but that assembly is just a one-time use. After that, you're good to go. So shout out to Aliaz for making that happen for me. It is $1,000 like the Grainfather. I used the Grainfather. First time I used the Grainfather, I broke the LED screen. It got water into the unit. I like claw hammer system because you can have the electricity box away from your kettle. I am going to build a brew stand for it though, and I want to put that box on the side. You know, if all else fails with the claw hammer system, I could still use propane and use it with a burner. Here's the problem though. This is a brand new system. Everybody gets the new iPhone or a brand new car or truck and they make a review for it. It's like it's brand new. It's supposed to be flawless. You want the real review on claw hammer system? Read the comments section. Maybe you don't have a claw hammer system. Let us know what system you have. Do you vouch for it? Is there something wrong with it? Where did they go wrong? Where did they go right? And if you're still looking at my shitty face, thank you for being here. I'll see you guys on the stream. Cheers to eating good. Cheers to drinking good.
Here we go.
Another button?
At the same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ask me about my wiener!